Sup guys and girls, Giovanni here. Let's talk about Raven's Home, Season 5, Episode 5.
Alright then, on with the show.
I'm going to start with the Booker stuff first. The episode starts off with Booker getting ready to join Raven's old high school, Bayside High School. Booker wants to look fresh for his first appearance, but keeps changing clothes because people like Neil, Ivy, and Alice were saying he looks nice or cool, but Booker wants more than that. Everyone just keeps walking into the Baxter residence. Just give them keys so Ivy doesn't have to be Tess. Say they have keys, but can only use it for emergencies to enter, but they use it all the time anyways, regardless of emergencies. At one point, Booker wears a particular purple jacket, and it's a callback to Raven's old purple jacket. I love it. Raven gets happy when seeing Booker wear this, but it just makes Booker change again. After the intro, the first look at Bayside is shown, and I'm not a fan. From the front to the inside, it's too colorful. It reminds me of George Washington Carver. I get it, schools can change, but this ain't working for me. The hallway was wrong as well, at least part of it. Remember there was a corner at the top left to which the extras can go? Here, it's not there. Booker runs into Cammy again, but walks past him thinking he doesn't exist. However, in the cafeteria, which looks unrecognizable by the way, and looks nothing like that's a Raven's one, calls Booker over, in which she knows he does exist. Cammy asks Booker can he go to the principal's office to get her phone. Booker is hesitant at first, but he said to her he was a bad boy, so he decides to do it. Ivy tells Booker not to do it, and that's because Ivy and her have history, but Booker says she's just jealous and should give her a second chance. Neil is a backup quarterback but wants to be a cheerleader and asks Cammy to help him join the team. Don't know if that will come back up. Booker heads to the principal's office and looks for the phone. Ivy and Neil go after Booker, and this is where Ivy explains to Booker the reason her and Cammy don't like each other. It's because Cammy had a party on the same day just to take the attention away from her. The principal comes in and it's Mr. Lawler. Nah. But imagine, it's actually Adrian Ballin as Alana Rivera. And man, does she look gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I'ma say it. She thick.
Extra thick!
Disappointed they didn't play the cheer track when she appeared, but at the same time, I'm glad they didn't. Let you, the fans, do the cheering. Alana asks why they in our office. Booker says, trying to think of a lie. I laughed at that. Alana asks, who is he? Booker says he's the father of Devon Carter. Alana says she had a crush on Devon, but was stolen by her nemesis, Raven Baxter, and says in a relation, Booker was like,
I don't know that lady.
I gotta say, Isaac and Adrian got chemistry. Alana knows why Booker is there. That's because of her daughter, Cammy Rivera. Yes, Cammy is the daughter to Alana. Alana says Cammy had fooled another to steal a phone from her office. This is when she called Raven, or her assistant called her, because she would have recognized Alana's voice on the phone. Now with the Raven plot, Raven is trying to prove that Alice did not lose her voice, and her vision was showing that Victor caught her. Victor tells Raven that she is not faking it, and lets Alice do anything around the house, like letting her eat ice cream or watching TV, even paid TV. Raven thinks she hears Alice talking, but it's a soundboard she made. Jeez. They trying to make Alice Jimmy Neutron smart. Raven does the following to prove Alice is faking it. 1. Scaring Alice to talk, but fails. Number 2. Makes her a bad drink, which is her great-great-granddad's recipe. But Alice drinks it anyway, while dead staring into Raven's eyes. Number 3. Raven gets ruthless and is going to cut Tasha's hair. Alice calls Raven's bluff and doesn't cut it. Raven walks away thinking maybe she did lose her voice, but Alice speaks. You would think Alice would have waited till she was out of the room. That goes to show you that even though she's Jimmy Neutron smart, she is still a kid. Alice tells Raven the reason she didn't want to go to school is because she thinks she will get a lower grade than an A, because Miss Rader goes tough on the smart kids, said by Ivy. Raven assures her that she only does that because she thinks the smart kids can handle it. I feel what would have made the story better is Alice lost her voice by getting too nervous, so she screamed a lot and did other things to lose her voice. After their talk, that's when Raven gets the call. Raven enters the principal's office and sees Alana for the first time since high school. Raven still thinks it's too soon, but there goes my theory of them being in college together. Sucks they didn't bring up Alana's old crew, Muffy, Loca, and Bianca, but there's still time. There's also still time to explain why would Alana become the principal too. I was expecting her to be some military soldier, since that's why she left That's So Raven for. I don't get that Raven or Alana didn't bring up what Raven said last season.
Remember that bully from high school, Alana? Whatever happened to her? She ran right into my confidence.
Like mother, like daughter. It looks like Cammy has a crew when they were shown in the cafeteria. Or maybe they were just extras. If they were extras, give Cammy a crew just to parallel her mother. After Raven says it's too soon, it cuts to the next scene. So did Booker get in trouble or what? I didn't like that. Raven and Alana see Booker stole the phone to give it back to Cammy and still did nothing about it. Come on now. Cammy at least should get in trouble too, since Alana knows Cammy fools these boys and old girls to get her phone back. The episode ends with Victor seeing footage of Raven cutting Tasha's hair and Raven gets in trouble. Somehow Alice got hold of the footage and edited to make it look like Raven looked like the bad girl in all this. I give the episode a 8 out of 10. I just gotta say, out of all the love interests Booker has had, or could have had, talking about Xena, Booker is simping really hard for Cammy because he thinks she is the one. I do hope Cammy becomes a better person over the season leading to the dance. Real quick, for episode 6, all I have to say is I liked Alana. Alana knows everything that goes on in her school.
You didn't know where the laptops were.
Get to class.
School's over.
Then go home.
Because a cop was there tracking down a computer thief. Plus, I don't want Ivy and Neil to find out Booker has visions at all this season. My grade for episode 6 is a 6 out of 10. But that's all I gotta say about that. So, get your fingers up and say it with me. Say it with me. Bye.